Hey there, everybody. It's me, Kay.
And it's me, Nori.
And welcome to another episode of Cat Chat.
And Raccoon Chat.
Well, yes, but that doesn't flow quite as well as this does. We're getting our sound system set up a little bit, so bear with us if this is a little odd.
Yeah, it should come out well. I'll fix it in post.
Okay, he's actually going to edit it. He didn't edit the first one because I didn't care, because it was just me. If it's just me, it sounds fine, but when you have two people, you have to synchronize the audio and whatnot.
Yes.
That's just weird podcasting woes.
Woes.
I put a weird lilt on that, I don't know why.
Aren't we a bit posh?
Podcasting woes. There goes all our British viewers.
Gone.
Hi TZ, hi Yuki, hi other people whose names escape me.
Yeah, that's gonna be real popular.
They're British, no one cares. They're not American. Alright, anyway. If you saw the first episode of this dumb bullshit, I talked about the lamest comic book superhero ever.
Oh boy, was he.
Who was not Razorback amazingly.
Inconceivably.
But this podcast, I guess it's a podcast, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I mean, categorically, there's no video.
It's a podcast with shitty visual aids that I got from Google Image Search.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what we call supplementary material.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah, so it's not quite a podcast, we're a really bad community college course now.
It's an odd cast.
Right.
But the subject matter isn't always going to be that. It's just kind of whatever dumb crap I feel like talking about.
Yes.
And so a week or two ago, well, it was more than a week, it's like a couple months ago, I guess now, like a month.
Oh, time flies.
The power went out, and we were bored as hell because it was out like all day. So I started playing a word game with Nori, and I think it was just band names that start with the letter, and, it'd be like A, and so one of those would be like Anthrax, and then the other one would come up and be like Aerosmith, and then you go on to B. So I've been coming up with increasingly dumb concepts for that silly game.
I kicked ass at the band one, by the way.
He did. He was less good at, like, video games and comic book characters.
Once it became real nerd hours, then I no longer stood a chance.
Bands are just for band nerds.
Hey, Spooky. Calling you out.
But, so I've come up with one that I think is so amusing and stupid that it was worth doing a cat chat. And the subject of this is Transformers characters who don't exist, but are believable.
Oh boy, okay, alright.
So we're starting with the letter A, and what I want, the format for this will be the name of the Transformer character, and it has to be like a robot, it can't be like a shitty human, because nobody ever cared about them. It's true. Nobody cares about Buster Witwicky. Or Spark
Was
Plug.
that his real name?
That was his real name was Buster Witwicky.
That's a name that could only make sense to someone from the 60s.
Which is weird because the Transformers are from 1980 something.
Well, yeah, so everyone working on it was from the 60s.
You're right. Shit, I didn't think about that.
I'm in your brain.
Okay. Well, the format here, and I'm gonna cough, deal with it. My mustache ruffles dramatically. Okay. The format is you give the name, and then what do they turn into? And, like, a fact about them. Like, in either order there.
Just
name, okay. And then fact, or what they turn into, or what they turn into and fact. Whatever's better.
I'm not a much of a Transformers fan at all. I never watched it growing up. So you're going to be way better at this than me.
You've seen exactly enough of it to make this really funny.
I certainly have.
Okay, so I'll start.
Good.
So we're starting with the letter A.
Yes.
Mine is A-Train.
A-Train?
And he is an Autobot. He transforms into a train. And the fact is that in the cartoon, he would be voiced by a sassy black man.
And the man in question would be like from a funk band from the 70s.
Like how Jazz was in the cartoon.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go with A-Track. he turns into exactly what it sounds like. He becomes like an 8-track player, like a fancy one that plays like 5 at once because it's an odd number, and it was like the times where that was good enough to do. And he makes like really timely pop culture references that unfortunately date the cartoon really badly.
Fair enough. I do believe those were called 8 tracks, though, weren't they?
No, it's a brand called A-Track.
Oh, A-Track. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look this up afterwards.
Audio nerd, yeah. I win.
There'll be a picture of it, or just like a picture of a big middle finger, if I'm right. Okay. So,
everyone calls them 8 tracks, but they're not. They're 8 tracks.
I thought they were called 8 tracks because they had room for 8 songs.
Well, that would have to mean that they're like 8 identically long songs.
Well, yeah, but there was like a set length that you could run. I mean, whatever.
We'll see.
You're probably right. Okay, so B. B is going to be Blastar. He turns into a gun, but he's an Autobot. So what happens is they just take the Megatron mold and make it cast it in like red plastic.
Oh,
and that's what he is. He also turns into a what was it, Walther P90 or P8 or whatever.
Oh, this is gun nerd shit. I
don't remember what Megatron's gun was. I know it was a Walther, but I can't remember the exact model.
Well, Walther. That's just such a weird name for anything.
Yeah. Okay, so you need a B one.
Barnacle.
He
turns into a mechanized vice, like a bench vice.
Oh shit!
And he talks like a salty sea captain.
Is he an Autobot or a Decepticon?
I'm gonna go with Autobot, but he's really cantankerous.
Okay, so he'd be part of the like Toolatron series.
Exactly.
Like there's a drill. And
they're all tools.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly like all the Autobots.
Yeah, that's kind of, and like they're combiners, and they combine to form Handroid.
Android?
Like a handyman android that can repair all the shit that Devastator breaks all the fucking time.
I love it because like they turn into a hand, but there's no tools left for the hand to use.
It's just like the master hand from Smash Brothers fixing shit.
Right? He just like extends his pinky and becomes like a screwdriver.
He just punches shit till it works. That's a very Autobot solution. Wheeljack
Yes.
would love him.
Oh my god, Wheeljack. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
So C. This is going to be a long episode. This is great. C. C is going to be Cartwheel. This is clearly an Autobot with a name like Cartwheel. They are an Autobot. Maybe they're a girl robot, like RC, the only other girl robot. She needs a friend, which is good because that means they can just reuse the RC mold and just have a different head. And they are an acrobat, and they turn into a frisbee.
An acrobat that turns into a frisbee.
Or a flying disc, as they like to call them.
That's... You know what? I like this. I would probably have bought that if I were into Transformers.
It's kind of cool. They have to make it really lightweight, though, for it to work as a frisbee.
Well, yeah. I mean, that would be the... This is guaranteed a toy that is going to break.
Yeah, well, I mean, then you have to buy it again, so that's Hasbro's entire modus operandi.
Oh no, the Ironhide repainted head fell off.
You mean Ratchet? Okay, so you get a C. You get a C.
C. Camper.
Ooh.
He turns into a truck with a camper shell on it.
So he's like an RV.
Yeah.
Okay.
But legally distinct from an RV, because I think that's a brand.
Yes.
And he speaks with a slight Appalachian accent.
Good. And clearly an Autobot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's great, because then that means Hasbro can just repurpose the original Ironhide or Ratchet toys in another color this time. And,
oh, we're triple dipping.
yes. Hasbro approves of this one, I'm sure. Okay, so I got... There's going to be some people on this channel that are going to fucking love this one.
Okay.
Hi, Cole. There's going to be some people who are going to hate this, but...
Sure.
Because we're just morons talking about nonsense. I mean, that's why they come to my channel, is to hear a moron talk about
Well,
nonsense.
I was gonna say, like, that's the whole reason they come here.
Okay, D. D is going to be for D-Cell, which is a Decepticon who transforms into a rechargeable battery. And the fun fact about them is their toy got pulled off the shelves in record goddamn time because having a kid playing with something that's filled with battery acid is probably a bad idea.
I like the conceit that the corporate ethos means that the rechargeable, eco-friendly thing is, of course, a villain.
Yes.
That works.
That's great, though, because, like, can you imagine the cartoon where somebody's like like, Soundwave has D-Cell pop out of his battery case, like, when he transforms, as just, like, an extra minion? That would be super cool.
Okay. Mine is a Decepticon called Discman, and he talks like really, I'm a DJ. I'm gonna play your favorite hit, and he looks like a recolored Mike Saunders, the 13th from Gal Gaigar.
They just used the Japanese Mike Saunders toy.
Yeah.
And called him, what was his name?
Discman.
Discman. Yes, excellent. Excellent. Discman is just a recolored Mike Saunders toy.
Fun fact about him: stuck in legal hell forever.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like Jetfire's original design, which was just a Valkyrie from Macross.
Oh dear.
Okay, so E. Mine is Evolver. And it's a play on evil and revolver.
Oh.
And he turns into a 6-shooter. Not to be confused with the Decepticon 6-shooter, who I think he was named Six Shot, that had 6 different transformations. Although most of them were heavily imaginative because you could only cram so much extra plastic into that fucker before he just looked like a box.
Wow.
And yeah, he's a revolver, and he has 6 bullets, but the bullets are little guys like Laserbeak, like the cassettes. They're little bullet guys that transform into other little Decepticons. And he can fire them, but only once.
Okay. You know what? Yeah. You know what? You've accidentally described a JoJo stand.
I'm pleased by that for some reason. I've not watched that far into JoJo for that, so I'm glad.
No.
Okay, you
it gets
go.
Nuts.
You need an E.
I'm gonna go with he's called Electroline.
Okay.
And he's everyone thought he was an Autobot, but he turned out to be a Decepticon. And like the whole conceit behind his episode is that the Autobots go to like the subway and they find this guy and he passes by and he's like, I'm on your side. And like he takes all their secrets along the subway line to the Decepticons, and that's how they find out.
So the plot point is that the Autobots are stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah, every plot point.
That's every episode of the original series is the Autobots are really stupid.
Yeah. Oh, they find out because one of the humans like sneaks aboard him and he doesn't realize he has the passenger.
He's riding him and he doesn't go to like Station B at like Times Square or whatever.
Right.
He instead goes directly to that undersea base that the Decepticons had somehow.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they had their ship that crashed. Like, there were 2 ships. Remember, the Autobots had the Ark, and then the Decepticons had the Nemesis, I think it was. And that one crashed in the sea, and it was their undersea base for several seasons.
How is that not covered in coral?
Yeah, it's evil.
It's exuding evil. All right, cool.
Okay, so I like him. I like Electroline. I thought he was going to be like a power pole. That was going to be something.
Electroline the power pole. Good.
He just has whip tentacles that come off.
Oh, now I've got one for P.
Yeah, oh god. Shit. I don't need to give you help. Okay, so what's after E? F. Firefight is clearly an Autobot. He turns into a fire truck.
Yeah.
And his gimmick is that instead of shooting water, his hose shoots like flamethrower fire.
Oh, good.
Which might result in problems for confused humans, but it's cool. It would probably shoot sparks as a toy because there used to be those spark shooting like action figures.
Oh god, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Yeah, it was. Boy, toys were fun when we were kids.
Well, especially because that was back when everyone still had like shag rug carpets.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, that were.
Man, toys when we were little owned.
Unless
like,
they were made of asbestos.
Then they had like hard plastic machine gun Michelangelo.
Oh.
Or what was his real name? Pizza shooting Michelangelo. Yeah.
A legal plastic AK-47 Michelangelo.
You should see. It was a little after my time, but you should see the grappling hooks on the Batman animated series toys.
Oh my god!
They got enough force to like crack concrete.
Yeah.
It's legit. Like you could use it as a real grappling hook to rappel up a building, I think.
I remember when I shot one and I knocked a lamp off the counter and I was just like, oh, Batman. Oh, this toy is bad.
Bad man.
Bad.
Okay, so you need a F.
Freeway.
Ooh, I like that name. That's a good name.
Yeah, Freeway. And he's a cop car, but
Yeah.
he's a Decepticon.
Okay, so he's Barricade. You could just reuse the Barricade mold. Sweet.
Perfect.
Yeah, because Barricade is a Decepticon police car.
Great. He needs a cop friend so they can be a fleet of evil cops.
Yeah, ACAD. All cops are Decepticons. Okay, so G. G. Oh my gosh. Gateway.
Dude, you're getting Adele.
No, he doesn't turn into a computer. He turns into a railroad crossing, like, block bar. Like one of those things that goes up and down.
Oh my god.
Like, not the railroad, not the train. He just works with a train from before to make people safe. Clearly, he's an Autobot because
he was
he's
from a very
lame.
special episode where they had to teach kids
He's
about...
from the safety episode. You got it.
Yeah!
I was gonna fucking talk about that.
I do
Damn
it.
you. I was gonna say he's from like a safety episode, so he's one of those lame ones that only shows up in like the Burger King kids meal toys.
Oh my god, yes!
He's not even good enough for a Happy Meal. He's that lame. Okay.
He's never had an official toy. You can only get the lame one that's covered in burger grease.
Yes. Which, don't use him with Firefight because he'll ignite because of the burger grease when the sparks hit him. Okay, so you need a G.
Goalkeeper.
Ooh, okay.
He's a stop sign.
What the fuck?
He's from the same exact episode.
But he's a Decepticon.
Yeah!
He's the bad guy.
He like uproots himself and he's just like, I see those kids are coming.
He just puts himself in the wrong intersection.
Right.
Okay, I'll take it.
He slightly inconveniences people by altering right-of-way rules.
Okay. H. Hydroplane.
Okay, cool.
This is good because it's like a motor vehicle reference. But he turns into a seaplane.
Okay.
You know, those planes that can land on the
sure.
way. Yeah. Okay, and he's clearly a Decepticon.
Yeah.
Because he's cool.
Well, that's always the way it was.
Plus, he's a plane. There's very few plane Autobots. There's like Powerglide, one or two other ones. Until they had like the aerial bots, which they needed because I guess the creators realized that there are no Autobot planes.
Right.
So they kind of lose.
Oh,
So his fact is that he always talks like this because his head is underwater in vehicle mode.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you need a H, yeah.
Yeah, okay. How do you not go with hydro something, you know?
Yeah. Or hyper something. He could be Hyperloop and just be completely useless and imaginary.
Ooh, topical.
He would be a Decepticon.
Hourglass.
Hourglass. Okay.
Yeah, Hourglass. And he's just a truck.
Why is he Hourglass?
No one knows.
That's his fact?
Everyone believes it's a translation error. It's never been explained. He only shows up in one episode and is referred to, like, offhand by someone once, and he doesn't do anything.
Okay. See, I could envision, like, a Decepticon that actually turned into an hourglass.
Yeah, sure, but he's not.
But he's not. That's the whole point. Is he's lame? Okay.
He's just a weird continuity error no one can explain because somebody was drunk in the animation studio.
And his colors vary between scenes.
Oh yeah. Every single scene he's in, like there's color errors. It's inconsistent.
There's like 2 of him in the background.
Right. Right.
Okay. Clearly an Autobot because he sounds lame as hell.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So Okay. Insider. Okay, now here's a bit of a long bomb for you. You're not familiar with these, but there was a line of Transformers toys called Pretenders. And the thing was, they were like, okay, so everybody turns into vehicles and stuff. Why don't we have guys that just turn into people?
What?
Like, yeah, presumably they would shrink down, because the toys were like a foot tall. And they would have like this shell that you would close over them, and it would look like a person. The Autobot ones look like people. The Decepticon ones look like monsters, like a zombie or something. But Insider is a Decepticon, and his form is like a stock trader. So you know he's evil.
That's so stupid, I should have seen it coming.
He's, like, his plotline is he does, like, stock trading for the Decepticons so that they can have money to buy fuel.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's manipulating fuel prices so that Megatron can swoop in and buy it all up cheaply.
He's he's flipping fuel futures just so they can buy gas cheap.
Yes. He's crashing the Energon Cube market.
Oh my god.
So he's a pretender. That's his thing. He's a pretender. He turns into a person, like a dude in a suit.
Okay. All right. That we're on I, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ignition.
Ooh, okay.
He's a space shuttle.
Ooh, yeah. I'm with you.
Because they couldn't get into space. He's from an episode where they tried to get back into space because their ships have been like busted for so long.
Yeah.
And they try to go to space, but like something happens and he gets like they have a ground control to Major Tom problem like moment.
Yeah.
And then he drifts off and they can't retrieve him, and it's this big sad moment. But it never gets mentioned again until like 3 series later.
Where he comes back as like a major villain somehow.
Exactly.
Oh god, he's V'ger.
Yeah!
From the Star Trek movie. Jesus. No.
Exactly.
I love him. That's great.
You forgot about me.
So he could just reuse the Astro Train mold, and the fact that he also turns into a train is not explained. They just don't mention that transformation exists on the packaging.
Yeah.
So some people get him like, oh, he looks kind of like a train. Like that one that turned into a bunch of stuff, but you could accidentally transform them into what looked like a toilet.
What?
I can't remember who that was, but astute like toy fans out there will remember I think it was a Decepticon that you could transform basically into a toilet, even though that wasn't one of his forms.
Wow.
If you just kind of stopped him halfway through a particular one, he looked like a toilet.
Season 2, they transformed the series into a toilet.
The animation budget wasn't so good ever, I feel like, until the movie, where the movie looked fucking amazing, and then everything else looked like ass in comparison.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was kind of its own problem, wasn't it?
Yeah, it didn't help things. Okay, so Jay. Junker.
Okay.
He is a tow truck.
Okay.
He's an Autobot, and his fun fact is he just hits other robots in their robot balls.
Like they've done this gag like over 4 different episodes before they finally stop because they just make kids crack the fuck up.
Yeah, that's why he's Junker. It's not because he's the tow truck that takes them to the junkyard. It's because he hits you in the balls.
I'm just envisioning like Starscream just like ah.
Nah, you hit Megatron and it's like, Mighty Megatron has been ball busted. I, Starscream, am your new leader.
And then it hits him and he's like ah. Just a cavalcade of robot ball busting.
Decepticons got nards. Okay, so top that one with a J. I broke him.
I'm such a fucking child that made me laugh so hard.
It's funny to think about kicking Starscream in his robot balls.
I'm just by this innocuous looking truck that just swings
He transforms
around.
and like mid-air transformation into like a dragon kick right into the nuts.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. You're saying like he kicks them in the nut. I was thinking like he's driving around and even possibly accidentally his like hitch turns and slaps them.
That's a possibility too. That's even better, actually. I think we've collaborated to improve this character.
Yes.
But you need a J one.
Okay. Jumpstart.
Ooh, that's a good name.
He's a mini-con.
Okay.
His ability is to like resuscitate
All right.
like other like Autobots, because he's obviously and he appears in an episode that's about CPR.
Boy, I wish they'd had him for the movie. They could have really used him.
Oh no!
They killed everybody in that movie.
Well, some of those people were not resuscitatable.
Well, yeah, I don't think some of them that got blasted by Megatron's giant arm cannon thing, you were going to get resuscitated by some little tiny robot giving him a kiss or something.
Yes!
Oh, no, that's from a different Transformers series where they all kiss. That's Kiss Players, I believe.
My god, why is this property so weird?
Because Hasbro needs money. They don't make enough with the other 50,000 properties they own. Okay, so after J we have K. Well, you did Jumpstart. I was gonna say Kickstart.
You can still do Kickstart. It's
Okay, okay, we're gonna do Kickstart.
Okay.
And he's an Autobot. He's a really boring, like, recolor mold of an old character. But the thing is, Hasbro released him through Kickstarter. Like they're trying to do with that giant Unicron figure that's not gonna work.
No.
So that's his fun fact, is he was released through Kickstarter.
Oh.
That's why he's Kickstart.
Oh, yeah. Fun fact, he never got released.
Yeah. Like the Unicron figure? Yeah.
Okay. K, right?
Mm-hmm. Me.
Shut up. Let me see. Oh, I got it. Kill Switch.
Ooh, that was going to be my other option.
He's only from the comics because it's super gritty. Like, he's this Punisher-esque. He's not on either side. He's just kind of like exacting his dumb vision of vengeance on everyone, and they have to team up to stop him.
He's got like a Autobot / Decepticon logo, but it looks a little bit like a skull instead.
Yes!
But a robot skull for some reason.
A robot skull? What would that even look like?
It looks like a regular skull, but it's metal.
It's a skull, but it's got like bolt nuts for eyes.
Yeah, there you go. That's just how like a robot like Demi Lich would look.
Oh, dude! Holy shit, that sounds cool.
That does sound kind of cool.
I unironically want that.
L. Lockjaw.
Okay, it's a good name.
He's a Decepticon that turns into a great white shark.
Okay, all right.
And he's from Beast Wars.
Yeah, this sounds... I can't believe this isn't real.
I'm gonna look while I'm doing the visual aids for this.
You have to Google that to make sure he doesn't actually exist.
I'm gonna do it for all of them, but I'm really worried that Lockjaw actually exists.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm gonna go with Lakeshore. And Lakeshore is a Decepticon and is a female Decepticon.
Oh, okay.
And she's really she's really spoiled and only exists in like suburban areas.
All right. What's she turn into? Speedboat?
She yes.
Okay, cool.
No, you know what? She turns into a jet ski.
Oh, there you go.
That's it.
Oh, she's like one of the human-sized ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
She's always complaining to Megatron about there's no shopping.
Insider rides her on the weekends.
And
everything that entails.
Saucy.
Yeah.
This is a Transformers After Hours.
No, it'd just be from that Kiss Play series. That was basically porn.
Okay, well, I don't.
It was basically Transformers on little girl porn.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because then that's like super incriminating.
No, it's just weird. Like you had to transform by like kissing and shit. It was weird. I've seen some of it. It's weird.
Do you consider kissing porn?
Well, there was like boobage in it too. It was a manga.
Oh, okay, all right.
There was some boobage.
Oh, you all you had to say was manga. That
Yeah, well,
like,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna say manga. Weebs.
Manga, 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 dinga, donga.
Mango.
Okay, so we're on. Well, we just did L. Yeah, Lakeshore. Okay. M, huh?
They've already done so many good M ones.
I'm going with Magatron.
Oh no!
And he's got like the hat, and he was released. He's like a cheap gold-plated Megatron with a red hat that was released by yet another attempt from the Trump campaign to milk more money out of his presidency before he inevitably gets thrown out and has to declare his actual bankruptcy that he's really dealing with. Just like the stakes and the hats and everything else.
How is your merchandising going, mighty Magatron?
Didn't make Cybertron great again, did you?
Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, he's suitably evil.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with milk toast.
Okay.
Transforms into a toaster.
Oh, I like that. That's cute.
Fun fact, voiced by Ben Stein.
Okay. Cool. So he's a mini-con. Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Voiced by Ben Stein. I love it. Wow, Optimus. We have to stop Megatron.
It's really important that we go over and stop the Decepticons.
Win my money. Okay, so now we're on to N. Negatron. This is Megatron with inverted colors.
Oh my god.
Just a re-release that cost like $400 at Comic-Con one year and was only available there.
Now I'm not sure this doesn't exist.
Okay.
Because this sounds very plausible. It's just a stupid, like, in-joke release.
Yeah.
It's just everyone talks about it, and it becomes a meme, and then, like, the showrunners actually do it. And everyone's like, all right, I'm not so sure it was, like, worth actually making, but all right. It's an ascended meme.
Well, it's like, the sad thing is, like, they just wasted the awesome name on a dumb, like, recolor, because like Negatrons are a thing. They're anti-electrons. They're antimatter electrons with a negative charge. So I mean, you could do something cool with like an antimatter cannon on his arm or something, but you know, it's just a fucking shitty recolor. He just still turns into a pistol.
Okay.
Maybe it shoots like Mazons or something now.
Or anti-Mazons.
Anti-Mazon.
If you're really, that's really strong. If you're King Jader. Now I've made 2 Gal Gaigar references.
You have.
For the you and me who will get that.
Yeah, because nobody watched the best giant robot cartoon ever. Sadly.
Oh no, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Okay. Nitrate.
Nitrate.
Yeah, this is a an Autobot that turns into a tractor, and he's constantly making jokes about manure.
I could see this happening. That's Autobot territory right there. I'm just going to slam Autobots as being boring and dumb every single possible, because most of them were. Look, Optimus Prime is cool, okay? Nobody gave a shit about Huffer.
What? I'm sorry, who?
Huffer. Yeah, exactly. Or Gears. Like, the only other interesting one is Wheeljack, and that's because his stupidity bordered on treason.
Oh my god, Wheeljack was so damn stupid.
I'm Wheeljack. I'm gonna make a button. When you press it, it might is Optimus Prime. Don't worry, though, it'll never actually be used. I'll just put it under my bed here or on Laserbeak's back for safekeeping. It'll never fall into enemy hands or anything.
Wow, you just accurately described, like, 8 episodes.
I made the Dinobots stupid on purpose because I wanted to be historically accurate to robot dinosaurs.
He's really dedicated to his
Wheeljack.
craft. I'm just not sure what his craft actually is.
His craft was being the most clever Decepticon in the entire franchise. Because there's no way he was on the Autobot side with half the shit he did. Okay.
New York City, where I'm from, inexplicably.
What even were we on?
N?
Yeah, and I did Negatron, and you didn't have one yet.
Okay. No,
you did Nitrate. Yeah,
okay.
the poop robot. Okay.
Now we're on to O.
Okay, okay, this one I'm gonna go with Octorig.
Okay.
And he's a triple changer, okay? He's one of those giant ones like Fortress Maximus or Metroplex or Tripticon or whatever. You know, like the really huge cityscape ones. But he's a triple changer, and one of his forms is, of course, a robot, like a big robot.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is an offshore oil rig, and the other one is like a giant, like, Kraken. And fuck, I think I really want this now.
Dude!
That sounds awesome as fuck.
Wow, holy shit, I actually want... This is not a joke at this point.
No, that's actually legit awesome. Shit, I didn't even intend for him to be that cool. He's way too cool. He needs to have like a like a yar pirate voice.
Oh yeah, of course.
And make like references like Davy Jones Liar, like Deep Sixing you.
Except he's so like huge that it would be a big booming echoing pirate voice.
Oh shit, he's so cool.
Okay. I'm down with this character. They need to exist. Somebody make him.
Big robot Kraken would be so badass with all the articulated tentacles.
Yeah.
And the tentacles turn into like the pylons that go down in the water to hold it up, and like one of them's the rig, like a crane and stuff on it.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Like
shit.
all these moving parts, and the oil rig is like a battle fortress too, with like guns that come out.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Shit.
All the
Hasbro, are you listening? I don't even want the money. Like, just make that.
Ooh,
make him.
The oil barrels can be fired from the big cannon.
Shit!
This made this even better.
They're spring launched. Oh my god! That's the coolest fucking toy in the world. Shit!
Sorry, this podcast became us just dorking out for like 5 minutes here.
We've been dorking out for 37 minutes.
Oh.
This is going to be an hour long. Okay, go on. You got... Oh, you're not going to beat me, but give me something.
Okay, I'm going in the opposite direction.
Okay.
We're getting away from sea. We're going back to land. Outrun. And it literally is a Decepticon that turns into the car from Outrun, and they speak in nothing but vaporwave samples.
I like it. I kind of like that. That's slightly too cool to be an Autobot, but I'll let you have him as an Autobot.
No, he's a Decepticon.
Oh, he's a Decepticon, you said. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Shit. I should have known that when he was cool.
Exactly. Like, come on. What do you...
Okay.
I know that much.
Yeah. Okay. So, after O is P.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. P is going to be... oh, God, this is probably already taken as a name. Pathfinder. Pathfinder is a Jeep. He turns into a Jeep, and he's an Autobot, which means he's boring.
Yeah.
But his personality is he's like the Autobot scout unit.
Okay. You know what? He sounds like he'd be like a stupid park ranger.
Yeah.
Like he's always talking about like campfire
You're right.
safety.
He would, like, his tire, like the tire that's on the back of the Jeep, like the hub of it pops out and becomes like a ranger hat that goes on his head when he's in robot form.
Yes.
He would be a Jeep in like the original series, but in like a later series, like one of the CG ones, he'd actually be an ATV.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you need a P one.
Persecutor.
Ooh, okay, that's a Decepticon right there.
Yeah, definitely a Decepticon.
Actually, no, he sounds like a Wrecker.
A Wrecker?
Wreckers were the edgy IDW comic series Autobots that existed to get killed.
Oh.
Like, they were the badass guys that inevitably, whenever an issue didn't have its quota of robot gore, one of them would get, like, horrifically dismembered or something. Every time.
Wow.
Fans out there that remember the Wreckers and the IDW comics are nodding their head right now when I say that they existed to get killed over and over.
Okay. Well, that's fascinating.
But no, he sounds like a Decepticon.
Yeah, Persecutor, definitely a Decepticon. I'm gonna say he's a nuclear submarine.
Oh my god, that's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, his whole thing was he was made to capitalize on like Cold War fear, but like after the Soviet Union collapsed immediately after he was made, they just didn't really know what to do with him.
So he's just tooling around in the ocean.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He has the Russian accent
Of course
that is
he does.
obvious of the intent here.
He is yet another reason that Casey Kasem quits show.
What's wrong with Carbamia? Jesus Christ.
The Republic of Carbamia. Yeah.
How did they think?
Why would they think that Casey Kasem wouldn't take kindly to
How in the same era where they had a perfectly like diverse set of heroes and villains on G.I. Joe just to make sure no one could be offended, could they also do this?
Sad thing is, those take place in the same universe.
Oh, God, that's right, huh?
Yeah. And briefly, they took place in the Marvel universe, because Spider-Man's in one of the Transformers comics from Marvel.
No, I don't like this. We need to stop talking. The closer that Carbamia gets to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the worse it is. It's like a ticking time bomb. Oh, no!
That's where Dr. Boom rules. It's like Latveria, but for a different Dr. Doom analog. Not the Hearthstone and Warcraft character.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's just Dr. Doom, but a racist caricature of someone from the Middle East.
Oh, no.
Like everybody in Carbamia was.
Oh, no.
Okay, so... Persecutor can guard the undersea Decepticon base. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
He just patrols around the outside. There you go.
He's just there in transition scenes.
Yeah. He shoots whales randomly for target practice. He's just terrible.
Majestic beast.
Yes. There is no overkill. There is only kill or no kill. There you go. Nuke the whales, kids.
Oh, God. Okay.
Q. I'm going to go with Quicklime, who is a cement mixer.
Oh, okay.
He's literally just a re-release of Mixmaster, but orange or some shit. And doesn't have the Devastator stuff. He's just a cement mixer, and he's an Autobot.
Yeah, okay, that tracks. An Autobot who's just a lamer version of a Decepticon tracks completely.
That's their entire modus operandi, is let's be lamer versions of Decepticons. Okay, so you need a Q. May God have mercy on your soul trying to figure out a Q.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Quantum.
Ooh, okay.
He transforms into an electron microscope, but he's really, really big, so he's actually useless.
I was going to say he transforms into the Large Hadron Collider. He's the largest transformer in the world.
But he's immobile. He can't move at all.
Yeah, because he's the size of multiple countries.
It's good. It's good. Merkel will love that one.
Is he an Autobot or a Decepticon?
You know what? I'm going to go with he's a Decepticon who works directly under Starscream.
That's good. He can fight Perceptor, who's the Autobot that turns into a microscope.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, because Starscream's a scientist.
Yeah, a cooler Perceptor. There you go.
Yeah.
Tracking the theory once again that Decepticons are just cooler Autobots.
We did it.
Oh, and hey, he can reuse the Perceptor model.
Perfect.
He can reuse that mold. Just make him purple. You're good. Perceptor's red. It's perfect.
Paint it, set it, just sell it.
Don't even paint. Just cast him out of purple plastic. There you go. Save even more trouble, Hasbro. Don't go to any length to make these things any good on our account, please. We're just the people who pay $8,000 for a goddamn Optimus Prime figure that you've re-released 9 times.
Like $9 for a figure back in like 1993.
Oh, but now it's made out of die-cast metal. So it's got to cost like $80. Surprise, it was made out of metal the first time too, assholes. You could kill somebody with the original Optimus Prime figure if you just swung for the head, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I mean, you could rob a bank with the Megatron figure transforms. I mean, hey, they didn't have those orange stoppers back then. He just looked like a real-ass gun.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that was long before they had like the orange stoppers in the barrels of toy guns. Yeah, he looked legit like a real pistol.
How old is this series?
Early 80s.
Wow, okay. Well, that's far later than I would have expected. God, the 80s was the Wild West.
Yeah.
for
Early-
toys.
It might have been very late 70s. I can't remember off the top of my head when Transformers first came out.
Late 70s feels right.
Super
That
late
feels a
70s,
little
maybe.
more.
Well, it had people like Scatman Crothers on it, so it had
mm,
to be kind of old. Because, I mean, he was born old.
oh,
He came out the womb at 60.
weird slam on Scatman Crothers.
It's okay. He's not going to complain.
I've forgotten completely where we are.
We're on Q. You just did Quantum.
Yeah.
Okay, so R. Rebound.
Okay.
Rebound is an Autobot who transforms into a sphere, but the thing is, he's made out of that bouncy rubber, so he
Okay.
actually transforms into a super ball
Okay.
that you can like bounce off stuff. And because of that, he costs like $60 when he came out.
Oh God.
So not a lot of people got him.
He's made of like space age elastomers for some reason,
and
even though it's ridiculous.
He talks about like eating robo food all the time.
Oh.
He really eats a lot because he turns into a big bouncy guy.
Okay.
He's
All
like a
right.
ball.
Yeah, fat robot.
Fat robot.
That's
There
good.
you go.
That's good. I mean, why let the fact that the robots get in the way of making fun of the overweight?
I mean, hey, why let the fact that they're robots get in the way of the fact that they are male and female for inexplicable reasons? You can have an overweight robot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
There's an episode where he goes on a diet and becomes like Cookie Monster did and became like Veggie Monster.
You know, on the subject of the male and female thing, like, I've heard people be like, why are there female robots? And like, my question on top of that is like, well, why did they become bipeds? Where have they even seen bipeds? What is that? I don't know.
They had interactions with all kinds of alien races.
I guess.
Yeah.
So what's the transformed form then? Is it the vehicle or is it the person?
It's actually considered the person, and that the question has been asked before. Sooner or later, I'm sure if there hasn't already, there's been or will be a robot that like identifies as their vehicle form, which would be interesting.
Fascinating.
I want to say there was one in the IDW comics that didn't turn into a robot. I think they were just a vehicle.
All right, fair enough. That's really fascinating.
But yeah, I mean, making fun of the overweight fits in really good with Transformers in general, since it has the Republic of Carbamia.
Yeah,
Like
okay,
everything
yeah.
about it was kind of horrible.
They didn't really care.
Yeah, no, they didn't give a shit.
They didn't care about anything. The animation, consistency, writing,
Yeah.
good voice acting.
No, they mostly had good voice acting, I have to say. Almost, if not all of them, were celebrity voice actors.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Especially in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. A regulator.
Okay, Regulator, that's a good name.
Yeah.
God, that sounds like such a wrecker name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It does. It sounds like that would go into that whole.
Pulled in half by a dinosaur robot.
Jesus. Okay. Let me see. What does he turn into? He turns into a chemical centrifuge.
That's fucking rad.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I
he's
like
probably a mini con.
Yeah. He could be a good Autobot though, to go with like the various science Autobots.
Oh no.
No?
Oh no! Oh yeah! No,
Oh, no.
no. I agree with your idea, but I just realized Regulator is a chemical centrifuge, and he's he originated from the very special AIDS episode where they have to talk about blood.
Oh God, no!
Oh no!
No! Captain Planet already had that. We don't need another episode of that.
I instantly ruined this character.
Where a rat man makes everybody hate you by telling them you have AIDS. Like, motherfucker, this man is a rat mutant. It's like, why are you listening to him? He's like, Jimmy has AIDS. Also, I have rabies. It's like, you're one to talk, asshole.
We have to listen to both sides.
Oh, God.
His viewpoint is just another viewpoint.
Much like today, when one side is an inhuman monster, you don't have to listen to them, okay?
A literal green rat person. Though honestly, I would listen to a green rat person over some of the people these days.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so
Vaccines cause autism.
oh no!
Jimmy has autism, therefore you must hate him.
Oh my god! You know what? That we need Captain Planet back because we need to have that episode.
We do need Captain Planet back, and Don Cheadle can play him. It's fine. He'll turn everyone into a tree, and then we won't have to worry about anti-vaxxers and all this dumb bullshit anymore. It's a problem that'll solve itself in 30 years anyway, but I mean...
All right, where are we?
We're on anti-vaxxers. Oh, you mean, like, what letter are we on? You
Cooperate with me!
Yeah, I'm trying to. Regulator was what you just did, so S.
Yeah.
I already did Evolver, and I can't do 6-shooter because that's basically 6-shot's whole thing.
Yeah.
Skyline. He's an
Okay.
Autobot that turns into a Zeppelin.
Oh boy! You know what? I like this already.
And you could actually, like, there was a toy line that was like this where you could run these, like, long, like, fishing lines around your room, and these little cable car guys would travel along them. He's like one of those.
Okay, yeah. You
just-
know what?
Pseudo floats by running along that wire.
I love it. I'm totally for this.
He's an Autobot, so they have to occasionally have something cool.
How would he transform?
He jumps up in the air and turns into a Zeppelin and flies.
Excellent.
Like the actual balloon part just comes out of nowhere and like lands on him as he jumps in the air and does his transformation. He himself transforms into the gondola,
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay.
like the passenger area. Yeah.
So he's like a Centurion. He just goes power extreme, and then shit comes out of nowhere.
What?
Oh, you've never seen Centurions, have you?
No, I never saw that one. That one I missed.
I'm shocked.
I could
because-
tell you all about Visionaries and a bunch of other weird crap, but not Centurions.
Okay. All right. So let me see here. Slider.
Okay.
And he is an Autobot that is the special vehicle. He turns into the special vehicle that they use in very large, like, baseball diamonds to draw the chalk lines.
The paint Zamboni.
Yeah.
Okay. Serendipitously voiced by John Rhys Davies. Slider.
Constantly makes baseball references.
Of course.
Just obnoxiously off. Can't even say a sentence without making a baseball
He talks
reference.
about how he's gonna be Babe Ruthless to his enemies.
Oh, I can already feel it. Like it's
Oh,
hurting
yeah.
me preemptively.
He's got like the Babe Ruth like motif to him.
Yeah.
He fights with a big metal baseball bat that comes out of his like shoulders or something.
Okay,
you go.
yes. I'm starting to root for him.
He like launches energy baseballs out of his tailpipe.
Okay, you're making him a little too cool.
Yeah.
Like this is this
Okay.
character can't be allowed to be this cool.
T. I wanted to make a play on Pterosaur, but that already was done with Terrorsaur.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was one of the OG Decepticons in Beast Wars. He turned into a Pteranodon. His name was Terrorsaur.
Okay.
He died at the end of season 1 horribly. Him and Scorponok got knocked into lava and just melted to death.
Good.
Yeah, pretty good. Nobody liked either of them. They weren't very popular toys.
Honestly, it doesn't sound that inspired. Just sounds like let's cash in on dinosaurs more.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was primeval times was the setting, so it was good to have them. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Hourglass one and name him Timeline.
Okay.
He has the ability to stop time for 1 minute by transforming into an hourglass, and when the sand runs out, time resumes. But he can stop
wow.
time like selectively.
Oh,
So you get like 1 minute to fix, like, or he can turn back time for 1 minute, and you have like that 1 minute while he's trying to fix like Optimus Prime getting blown up by a trap or something, you know?
Okay.
And there's an episode where he keeps having to do it to like fix the problems that some mundane thing he did caused, and like goes back and he just makes it worse and worse until he learns to accept like that it's okay to make mistakes.
This sounds so legit.
That is pretty damn legit.
Like, by the conceit of this whole exercise, that sounds like the most legitimate, like, this existed thing.
Yeah. I'm still going with Octorig as the one I most wish existed.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I think we both stan Octorig.
Yeah.
Like, we're totally on board for that.
Alright, so you need a T.
Yeah. Talkbox.
Oh good, this will be great.
Yeah, this is a Decepticon that turns into a ghetto blaster.
Okay.
And it is voiced by that one guy from Police Academy that does all the sound effects.
Oh, I know his name. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I can't quite remember his name.
He's really famous. He's on a lot of movies actually for that ability.
Yeah.
He was also in Spaceballs.
Yeah.
He was the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super famous for being able to do all that shit. He's just the human sound effect machine.
Like he would be in like 3 episodes because they couldn't always secure him because he was in so much stuff.
Well, that's why Starscream was in increasingly less episodes because they couldn't secure Chris Latta because he was in jail.
Oh.
Every 5 minutes.
Oh dear.
And then he died, so they just killed Starscream too.
Oh, harsh.
That's also why Cobra Commander is out after the movie.
Oh,
because he's also voiced by Chris Latta. And the fun thing, or Latta, I believe, but the fun thing is there was a Starscream toy released that was just the jet, and it was a scale size to G.I. Joe, and it came with a Cobra Commander figure. So it was just a whole lot of Latta. It was Cobra Commander riding in Starscream. It was amazing. Yeah, it was super cool.
I'm talking to myself.
I'm surrounded by morons.
Okay, so I like that.
Okay.
I like Talkbox.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
say you. I'll be shocked if they haven't used this name, but Undertow.
Undertow.
Undertow is another.
Yeah, that's a good name.
Another Beast Wars figure, and he turns into one of those big crabs.
Ooh.
Like a coconut crab or something. No, like an undersea one, like a king crab or something. And one of his claws like folds out to become a big anchor arm that he has in robot mode. It looks like a big boat anchor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he has like one eye in robot mode. The other one's like busted.
Yeah.
So it's all darkened out like an eye patch.
Good.
Yeah, there you go.
Good. Wow. Ooh, that was unexpectedly quality.
Yeah, that was. I'm kind of into him too. What is it with these piratical ones that are so cool? I don't know.
They're radical.
They're piratical.
Exactly.
Okay, so you need a U one. Again, good luck.
God damn. Okay.
I got the good one already. I like this game because I go first, which means I get to pick whatever I want. He has to come up with something else.
Yeah, I should have known that conceit would bite me in the ass. Unifier.
Okay.
Unifier is ironically a Pegasus. Like turns into a flying horse that is not a unicorn like you would instinctively
and
want.
not Unicron.
Right. Not a unicorn, not a Unicron.
Okay. But a Pegasus. So this is a Beast Wars 01.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This is a Beast Wars 1 and they're Unifier and they're like are some kind of diplomat that like is really fancy and
transforms into a fly horse,
flutter down and they try to talk sense into people.
Because Hasbro owns My Little Pony, they can easily get a mold for this, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. You know what? There could be there's crossover material.
Clearly
here.
an Autobot, probably silver in color.
Yes.
Okay. So we got V. I'm going to go with Vox. This is an Autobot who transforms into a working megaphone.
Okay.
And he uses like sonic attacks.
All right.
He's actually like full size, but he shrinks down like Megatron does when he turns into a gun. So he turns into a megaphone that shoots like sonic blasts. But the toy is a working megaphone.
Oh, you know what? This character is punk coded so hard.
Yeah, you're right. He'd probably be kind of punky.
Yeah. He'd be like really punk colors and kind of look like he's got a jacket or something.
Yeah, and yell stuff like "Come on, feel the noise"
Right. Yeah.
when he's blasting people with his sonic beam. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling. I'm kind of cool with that one too. That's one of the cooler Autobot options.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. V. Right.
Yeah. Needed batteries as a toy, of course, which is where D-Cell comes in.
Oh. Perfect.
Oh shit! But he's a Decepticon.
Oh.
That's okay.
Oh.
Nobody cared.
That's fine.
I mean, he was discontinued like 3 seconds into his production run anyway, probably, because he was a working rechargeable battery.
Oh, bad news for the both of them then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Why
see.
we can't have nice things.
Let's go with Vivisector.
Oh, that's a good name. There you go. There's you. That's a Beast Wars like Predacon, if ever I heard one.
Yeah. This is some kind of
Praying mantis.
Yeah. Oh, yes, praying mantis.
There you go. Inexplicably like blue or purple or some shit,
Right.
but is a praying mantis. There you go.
I like that you basically gave me this one.
Yeah, well, I mean, as soon as you said Vivisector, I was like, okay, that's a praying mantis from Beast Wars for sure.
It pretty much just like all came together.
Yeah, that just wrote itself. Good job. You did one so good that it literally wrote itself right in front of you.
Hire me.
Yeah. W. Wipeout.
Oh, good. That's a good name.
Wipeout is he turns into a jet ski as well.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. We can reuse the model.
He turns into like a Sea-Doo. Yeah, he's male, so you just take the model and you don't use the chest. You just take the breasts off basically.
Yeah.
And you just have like a flat chest. And he talks like a surfer dude.
Excellent.
He's the good guy. The good guy jet ski.
Yeah. Okay. So he's the surfer dude to the like beach bum like suburbanite girl.
Yeah, but he like blows at like being a surfer, like so he constantly wipes out.
Oh, bogus.
Yeah, he like overturns whenever there's a wave or something. He's like, oh, bogus.
So he's just this comic relief character.
Yeah, I mean he's a heroic guy, but he's just not very good at traveling on the water. Maybe he gets seasick. Or something. He's a robot that gets seasick because that kind of shit happened in Transformers.
Good. Yes. Yeah. There's like 5 different reasons that shouldn't work.
But there's a million reasons why it should.
Why it absolutely
why we want it.
Should and has to.
Yeah. Okay, you need a W, and we're almost through here. We just got X, Y, and Z after this.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Whitewash.
Whitewash.
He turns into a pressure washer truck.
I thought he turned into a Hollywood movie.
Oh, topical.
Turns into a pressure truck. That's cool.
Yeah, turns into a pressure washer truck.
It shoots like a water laser.
Yeah,
Which is basically what pressure washers do anyway, is shoot a water laser.
Essentially.
Okay.
Like, don't stand in front of those kids.
Sounds like one of the cooler Autobots.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, he's just got that kind of like,
Yeah.
he's just one of those nice utility ones.
Yeah, I like
that's just
that.
kind of neat.
Okay. So X. I'm gonna go with Xenophobe.
Okay.
He's he's not to be confused with Magatron, okay? But he's a super paranoid Decepticon that turns into like the I want to believe looking flying saucer.
Oh, yes. You know what? That works too well.
And he tries to portray himself as an alien, missing the fact that he in fact actually is an alien.
Good. Yes. Perfect.
He's got like an abduction beam at the bottom that he can shoot out that will like suck people into him.
Just like that's his whole like he kidnaps the humans.
He
for
kidnaps
that
like the
episode.
president of Carbamia or whatever.
Oh no.
Yeah. And forces them to like give up their secret like super fuel factory to him.
Right, yeah.
But he doesn't like do it as like I'm a robot. He does is like we're aliens from Mars and we're conquering your country.
That's not what Megatron told him to do.
No, but he's crazy.
Look at this point, Megatron's just like, all right,
Dude,
fine.
There came a point where Megatron basically just had to take what Megatron could get. Like, I rag on the Decepticons, or the Autobots as being lame, but most of the Decepticons were either A, outright treacherous, B, stupid as a fucking rock,
Ooh.
or C, like, had some severe personality disorder.
Yeah, that's true.
He had a guy named Breakdown who was literally having a fucking nervous episode constantly. How ineffectual do you suspect he would be? Very, it turned out. Okay, so you need an X. There's like maybe 2 options here.
Xerox.
Xerox.
He was a brand deal.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Turns into a copy machine. He's
Yeah.
an Autobot because nobody wants to be the bad guy in the corporate world.
Right,
Even though they
exactly.
are all the bad guy.
Well, Ooh.
Because capitalism is the Decepticons.
Yeah, so this is us coming out as bread pilling everyone.
No, I'm just saying, like, capitalism is evil. It takes all of Earth's resources and it destroys everyone in its path. So it's the Decepticons. It literally wants to take all of Earth's resources. That's the whole point of their plan. If Energon cubes were a thing, they would cost a lot of money. I'm just saying.
Okay.
They wouldn't be distributed fairly to people who needed them.
You know what? Yeah, there's a corollary here between Energon cubes and like climate change somewhere. We could make it work
Probably.
if we
Well,
had
I mean,
more time.
Cybertron probably underwent some pretty bad change when it was a robot planet.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
you know
it
what?
literally changes. It changes into a giant fucking dude.
That must be really uncomfortable for all its denizens.
Nah, they just get tucked into, like, compartments.
They put it in its pockets?
Yeah, basically.
It's just the planet. Hold on, the planet needs to put me in its pocket.
I know at least at one point, somewhere in something, it was either a game or a comic or something that Cybertron turned into a guy. It turns into Primus, which is like robot god, basically, for...
He's really good at bass.
No, not that Primus. Okay, so that was good. Xerox brand deal. Okay. So why? Youngblood. This is a Autobot character who was created like 3 seasons into the show to appeal to like 12-year-olds.
Okay.
He's kind of like the annoying, rebellious teenage Autobot.
All right.
He turns into a motorcycle.
Yeah. Okay.
But the problem is, what they didn't realize is that all the 12-year-olds love Optimus Prime.
Right, yeah.
And they don't want another character, and nobody else wants Youngblood because he's meant to appeal to them because everybody else also likes Optimus Prime.
Right.
So...
Nobody likes small, not cool Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, so after a while, he just kind of disappears from the cartoon. Then he comes back in the comics as, like, a gritty wrecker and dies, like, in the first panel.
God damn.
Gets thrown into, like, a fusion smelter and just graphically melts over, like, 3 panels.
Has a graphic sex scene with Savage Dragon.
What? Oh, God. No, not Savage Dragon. No, I don't want to even think about that. No, please don't make me think about Savage Dragon and what it turned into. Which was basically, like, weird, tiny-ass porn.
Oh, his ass is so small. He's like Hank Hill with a giant chest.
Yeah. He's got, like, a 50-foot shoulder span and, like, a 1-inch butt cheek span. Like, what the fuck is this? Who's appealing here? Okay, you need a Y. And I'm just asking myself why after you mentioned Savage Dragon. Fuck. God damn it, Savage Dragon. Give me a Y.
Yellow Belly.
Okay. Clearly a cowardly Decepticon.
Yeah, cowardly Decepticon turns into a tuna.
Okay. He's Beast Wars, so he's like a Predacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I dig it. Okay. So Z, Oh boy, Z's actually really hard. Oh, I got an easy one. Zero. He's a Decepticon that's like a villainous big game hunter kind of character. He speaks with like the, oh, quite so. And he turns into an old Zero. Like the British warplane.
I believe that was the Japanese warplane?
Was it? I thought the Zeros were the British warplanes. Oh. Well, I've completely fucked it up. But, I mean, the complete lack of cultural understanding is entirely appropriate for the cartoon, so go on.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Oh God, Z.
Yeah.
Zoetrope.
Okay.
And it actually turns into a xylophone.
I wanted a Zamboni.
Zamboni?
Okay. Yeah.
Zamboni? What would it be called, Zamboni though?
Yeah.
Just called Zamboni.
And turns into a Zamboni. He was part of a tie-in with the NHL.
Oh.
Either way, that works.
Yeah.
We've completed the list. So, last thoughts. Favorite out of all of them.
The piratical like oil rig.
Octo rig. Yeah, I'm going with Octo rig. Yeah.
Octo rig is definitely the best.
Hasbro, we hope you've listened to us talking shit on you this entire thing for the last hour and 10 minutes. Now go make Octo rig.
Yeah, do it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.